But today he's going to give us all kind of a guideline. What would you say? A couple of restaurant tips or secrets, things you want people to know.
Navigating a menu.
Navigating a menu. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start out with that. Basically, he's going to give us some stuff to do when you're going out. Instead of giving us a recipe, if you're going out for the night, heads up for your next night out on the town. Where do you want to start, buddy?
Well, you know, when we write menus, you know, we have to use everything. Yep. So we have certain items that are money makers and certain items that aren't, certain items that are more value driven for the customer and certain items that are just fan favorites that we can make money on. So, and oftentimes when we write menus, there's an anchor item or something that's very high priced, like this. You see, and it's usually the first one on the menu on the top right. So you got a strip steak, 54 bucks. So you look at it and you say, wow, that's expensive. You look down, salmon, 27. And then you look at a burger for 23, which is really expensive, but it sounds good compared to the 58
compared to the 58 bucks you're spending for the steak.
You're like, okay, well, that burger, if the burger was up top at 23, you're like, burger of 23, that's a lot. But now all of a sudden I'm going for a burger.
It puts it in perspective.
And in fact, the restaurant makes more money on a $23 burger than a $54 steak. Sometimes, depending on the steak.
Well, it depends on how long the steak is aged. I mean, you got to pay for real estate, even for a steak. So,
and,
you know.
And, you know, so that's just one item. And the same is for wine. And
wine lists kill me. You know, if you work in restaurants, you know the actual price of everything on the menu. But, you know, I drink a lot of French and Italian wine. When I go to a restaurant, I go to the section of the wines that I know the price of.
Right.
It's like shocking.
Well, you know what? 25 years ago, when French wines dominated, you really couldn't remember the names either.
Yeah.
Now with California wines, at least the names are in English.
More accessible, yeah, exactly.
Anyway, but we have some white wines here. You see, the first, and you got the Valentine's Day coming up, so usually the cheapest wine nobody orders.
That's right.
So the second cheapest wine is usually same as the cheapest. So if you look at it here, you'll see the Chardonnay. The Chardonnay at $45. It's probably almost the same wine. It's a different vintage, different year. So the second one is, I guess it's okay to buy the cheapest one, is what I'm saying. The second cheapest is usually the better seller. So, and you see that with wines, and wines are a little tougher to get with. But if you look at value-driven stuff, if you look under the plates here, like if you're gonna eat at a restaurant. Some people order pasta. You want to grab that one?
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of value in paying 20 bucks for pasta when you can usually make it at home. So if you're going to
go out and pay somebody, pay them to make something you don't know how to make.
Where the craftsmanship might, So, I mean, and we'll go over the...
Although, if these two people are dating, I mean, it's weird, man. They just ordered a mountain of mashed potatoes and a pound of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting anything after this dinner except a nap.
Yeah.
They're going to be in
and they're drinking beer.
Yeah, and they're drinking a beer.
And buffets is another thing that restaurants do. Some do it well and some don't, but sometimes the thinking behind it is to... Well, you always have two different plates. Sometimes
the smaller plates so that they take less food.
You try to get a nice size plate. This is a dinner buffet or lunch, but the brunches, they usually have all the pastries and the sweets and the breads. And they're beautiful at the front.
Load up on it.
You load up on it, and it's the salads.
Right.
Ravioli is another thing. In a restaurants like mine, at Tavern 62, or restaurants in major cities, we put really good stuff in them. But usually, you're utilizing product.
Right, exactly.
It's still good, but it's not a high-ticket item. So these are fillers, rice. Also, you have the spoon sizes. They give you the big spoons at the beginning.
For the cheap stuff, right, and the little spoons at the end.
And the veggies. And you move down, and usually you'll get meats at the end. And the meats, there's a guy or a girl slicing
Carving station,
and they cut you thin, and you can ask for more. There's fried chicken down the end and stuff like that.